हाय गाइस, वेलकम बैक। तो आज अगर आपने देखा होगा, आज मंथली एक्सपायरी थी, आज वीकली एक्सपायरी थी। और क्या यूनी डायरेक्शनल रन अप दिया है निफ्टी और बैंक निफ्टी ने। आई डोंट नो हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू कुड मेक मनी। मतलब एक अनएक्सपेक्टेड मूव था। किसी एक्सपायरी में मैंने इतना यूनी डायरेक्शनल मूव बहुत कम देखा है। तो आज हम बात करेंगे कि अगर हमको बैंक निफ्टी में ट्रेड करना हो, जो मेरे हिसाब से एक बहुत बहुत वॉलेटाइल इंस्ट्रूमेंट है, तो हमको क्या चीजें ध्यान में रखनी है। राइट, सबसे पहले तो आपके पास एक लिस्ट होनी चाहिए जिसमें आपके पास बैंक निफ्टी के सारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट कंपनीज होनी चाहिए, ताकि आप उनको मॉनिटर कर सको कि कौन सा ऊपर जा रहा है, कौन सा नीचे जा रहा है, और वहां से आप अपना एक माइंडसेट डेवलप कर सको। Right. So before I take you to the screen, I'm your host, Dr. Seema Jain. I'm a SEBI registered research analyst, partner with Zerodha Upstocks, Fires and Asta Trade, and I'm founder and chief mentor at stockpro. So आज एक बहुत बहुत what do you say, बहुत ही एक ज्वलंत मुद्दा है बैंक निफ्टी। उस पर बात करेंगे कि कैसे अगर हमको ट्रेड करना है बैंक निफ्टी में, तो कैसे हम अपना माइंडसेट बनाएं, क्या पैरामीटर्स है जो हमको देखने चाहिए। ठीक है, चलते हैं और बात करते हैं। सबसे पहले आई विल टेक यू टू द बैंक निफ्टी। सो दिस इज हाउ बैंक निफ्टी लुक्स लाइक, राइट? दिस इज टुडेज निफ्टी बैंक। First, it opened gap up, right? Notice this place, slightly gap up than yesterday, then open equal to high. A very, very strong sentiment. Any trader, who's seasoned trader would always know that open equal to high means simply Bank Nifty is very, very bearish, right? It kept on going down till about 10:45, right? Till this doji is formed. And after that, an open equal to low candle, and then it just moved in a single direction, right? It just moved in a single direction, right? So as I told you, हमको क्या करना है, जितनी भी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट कंपनीज हैं बैंक निफ्टी की, जितने भी बैंक्स हैं जो कि बैंक निफ्टी में कंट्रीब्यूट करते हैं, उनकी एक लिस्ट हमारे पास होनी चाहिए। So you can have a look at AU Bank was the biggest contributor today for the movement, right? But अगर आप AU Bank को भी आज देखेंगे, it opened gap up, right? And open equal to high. It went down till about 11:15 and then it took a sudden turn. In fact, all the stocks behaved in a similar way. SBI opened up gap up, came down till about 10:35 and then suddenly took a return. So suppose you have a list of all the banks and you're continuously monitoring them, you will be able to conclude it better what Bank Nifty is about to do, and you will be able to get these long views, or what do you say, long moves in Bank Nifty in one go. Similarly, this is Axis Bank, which also really contributed really well. It started moving up from 11:10 onwards. IndusInd Bank also fell till about 11:15 and started going up. ICICI Bank, it went down till about 10:45 and then took a sudden turn. Kotak Bank. Kotak Bank wasn't that negative. It also fell up till about 10:25 and then a unidirectional move came in. And if you have a look at Bank Nifty, it also went down till about 10:45. Right? Now, how do you really trade in Bank Nifty? So what you can really do is you can put all the main ingredients here. Suppose you have a paid version of TradingView, you can put all of it in all the windows, right? All about 8 of them in 8 windows, right? And you can closely monitor what is happening in Bank Nifty and see, for example, this is Bank Nifty. Then what you can do is put here AU Bank, then you put here SBIN, keep putting one after the other, all the banks right here, and all of them should have 5 minutes time frame. Like you should monitor them in 5 minutes time frame, right? Whichever stock you're going to look into, which is the constituent companies of Bank Nifty, watch them over in 5 minutes, right? How are they behaving? What is their behavior? And then you will be able to conclude. So what you have to do is put the main banks in one space, right? All 8 banks in one space, and see simultaneously what is happening, right? When you will look at them at the same time, you will be able to see which bank is contributing and which is going to give a big movement. Also, you got to see the crude, how the crude is behaving. there's an inverse relationship between crude. When the crude prices go up, Bank Nifty is basically looks weak at that time. Similarly, if crude price correcting, Bank Nifty has a possibility of going up. And second thing that you have to keep in mind is that it has got a lot of correlation with Dow Jones. In case Dow Jones is going up, Bank Nifty will try to go up, follow the direction of Dow Jones. So all the main ingredients of the bank plus crude plus dollar index plus you will also see Dow Jones, how is it behaving in the live market, and put together you will be able to conclude what's the direction. और एक बहुत important चीज तो हम भूल ही गए, वो है option chain, right? How the options are behaving, how are they going up, or are they coming down, or they're unwinding, there's call writing, put writing, call unwinding, put unwinding, all of it you have to combine. You know, biggest the most liquid instrument in Indian stock market is Bank Nifty, right? So that means more the people are trading, more are possibility of be very, very volatile. So to counter the volatile, you have to be very strong with your data, right? And hence you have to see a lot of parameters to become successful in at least trading in Bank Nifty. So continuously you need to check what's happening in Dow Jones. Now the question comes, how do you see the Dow Jones? Just type Dow Jones live, right? So you will get the Dow Jones live chart. You can go here or wherever you want. I would prefer to go to the investing.com, right? Dow Jones Future investing.com. So what I can do, I'll go to the technical chart, and once it comes over here, I'll make it 5 minutes and I'll take the candlestick pattern, and that is how we will get to know that how it behaved today. Dow Jones, if you see since morning, it has been in just one single direction. And as I told you, Bank Nifty strictly follows Dow Jones. And hence you can see how our market also went unidirectionally in one single direction, right? It trapped a lot of people who were short. Why were people short? That I also have told you, because this open equal to high candle, right? In Bank Nifty, this open equal to high candle was very, very misleading. And then initially all the banks were heading in the downward direction. See here, State Bank, AU Small Bank, Axis Bank, IndusInd Bank, any bank that you see was heading in the downward direction, right? And then suddenly a movement started coming in the upper direction. So Dow Jones was pretty much positive. And as I have told you, Bank Nifty moves in tandem with Dow Jones. So again, let me reiterate, what does it all take to trade in Bank Nifty? First, you should have a complete list of Bank Nifty's constituent companies. Watch them closely. And as my personal experience, I feel ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, and Kotak Bank. These three banks are pretty much, they contribute quite a bit in Bank Nifty's movement. So watch very closely ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, and Kotak Bank, right? These are three very, very strong influencer of Bank Nifty. Then second point I told you was check what is happening in Dow Jones. Third, you check what's happening in the crude oil. Fourth, I've told you check in the option chain, right? And then you club all the information together, assimilate all the information together, and then you're going to trade in Bank Nifty. Of course, there are some technical methods also by which you can at least, you know, if you can't assimilate so much of data, but this data is important, right? So what I would really like to suggest you that Bank Nifty requires a lot of research. If you are option seller, then you just can trade between the two ranges, just sell the option between the two ranges. But if you're an option buyer, then you have to be extremely skillful. And for that, you need to really learn a lot about Bank Nifty, and you need to be very swift, right? When you want to execute trade, you need to be extremely swift. So I think इतनी information आज के दिन काफी है. We'll develop this all about Bank Nifty slowly, gradually, and hope you will all be able to learn something more. I'll be signing off. I'm your host, Dr. Seema Jain. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.